Madras High Court declares cryptocurrency as property under Indian law. So dear aspirants, the Madras High Court has formally recognized cryptocurrency as a form of property under Indian law, enabling, okay, enabling courts to intervene in digital asset disputes and strengthening investor protection. So this is very, very important, dear aspirants, and you will find an MCQ related to the cryptocurrency being recognized by the honorable court. So, dear aspirants, let us see, okay, the recognition of crypto as property. The recognition of crypto as property. The court's declaration arose from a petition filed by an investor whose XRP holdings on the Bahirex exchange were frozen following a 2024 cyber attack. In its verdict, the bench clarified that although the cryptocurrency is not a tangible asset or legal tender, it qualifies as a property that can be possessed, enjoyed, and held in trust. So, Sakshi, very good evening. So, here we are discussing some of the most important topics related to the current events. Current events. So, am I audible? Am I visible? If yes, please let me know. Okay. आप हमें अच्छी तरह से सुन पा रही हैं और देख पा रही हैं. Very good. Wonderful. So, cryptocurrency, okay, has been recognized as property by the Honorable Madras High Court. So, this is under Indian law. So, this is very, very important. Now, the next important event which has taken place is in Indonesia, and that is ASEAN, okay, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Okay, so the 11th member, how many members are there in ASEAN? ASEAN members are only 10. Now, from today, the membership has gone up to 11. So, East Timor becomes ASEAN's 11th member. East Timor, okay, TIMOR, East Timor, also known as Timor-Leste, LESTE, has officially joined the ASEAN as its 11th member. So you may find MCQ related to which country is the 11th member of ASEAN. So, dear aspirants, now what is important? The important is it has concluded a long journey of aspiration and diplomacy that began nearly 5 decades ago. The announcement was formalized during ASEAN annual summit held in Kuala Lumpur, dear aspirants, where the nation's flag was ceremonially placed among those of its regional partners. The accession of East Timor follows a 14-year wait since its first applied for membership in 2011. So this is very, very interesting, dear aspirants. Now, the ASEAN countries membership has gone up to 11. It is also worth to note here that our Honorable Prime Minister, okay, had to meet Mr. Donald Trump there because Donald Trump is also participating. But our country has been represented by the Foreign Minister, Mr. S. Jaishankar. Now, another most important PM Modi declares, yes, Shaminder, good evening, very good evening, Shaminder. So PM Modi declares 2026 as ASEAN India Year of Maritime Cooperation. So, Prime Minister of our country, Mr. Narendra Modi, okay, he has declared, okay, and he addressed the ASEAN nations virtually. He did not participate physically, but he addressed the ASEAN summit virtually today, today, and he announced that the coming year, 2026, as the ASEAN India year. Okay, try to catch my words. ASEAN India year, okay, of maritime cooperation. The declaration underscores India's growing engagement with ASEAN nations in maritime security, the blue economy, and regional stability under its Act East policy. So, you will find a question in the mains examination. What do you mean by Act East policy? So, this is the answer. Dear aspirants, during his address, Prime Minister Modi highlighted India's commitment to expanding cooperation in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, maritime security, and sustainable ocean development. Our Prime Minister also emphasized that maritime collaboration between India and ASEAN countries is essential for ensuring peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region. The declaration aims to strengthen the shared vision of a free, open, and inclusive maritime domain. Dear aspirants, ASEAN as pillar of India's Act East policy. So this is also very, very important. Reiterating ASEAN's importance, our Prime Minister described the bloc as the main pillar of India's Act East policy. So you should uh, write it in your notebook, dear aspirants. India's Act East policy. He reaffirmed New Delhi's steadfast support for ASEAN centrality and its Indo-Pacific outlook. So you should care, okay, or you should carefully mention the words which have been used by our Honorable Prime Minister. Comprehensive and strategic partnership is evolving into powerful framework for regional and global growth. So, our Prime Minister also underlined that India and ASEAN together represent nearly a quarter of the world's population and share historical, cultural, and civilizational bonds. He referred to both regions as fellow travelers of global south, nothing that the partnership transcends commercial interests to embrace cultural and developmental cooperation. So, dear aspirants, ये सारी बातें आपके लिए काफी महत्वपूर्ण और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है. Our Honorable Prime Minister congratulated the Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for successfully hosting the ASEAN Summit and extended appreciation to Philippines President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos for coordinating India's ASEAN engagement. He also congratulated Timor-Leste on joining ASEAN and conveyed condolences to Thailand on the passing of Queen Mother Sirikit. The Prime Minister's address reaffirmed India's long-term commitment to fostering inclusive, sustainable, and secure Indo-Pacific cooperation with ASEAN. So, dear aspirants, this way we have covered the third most important current affairs related topic. Today is Sunday, and on Sunday we take up almost all current affairs related topics, which are very, very important with respect to our prelims as well as the mains examination. Okay. Now, dear aspirants, the fourth most important topic of the day. This is regarding a missile. Russia unveils nuclear-powered Ure-based Nick missile, Ure-based Nick missile with unlimited range. So, undoubtedly, this is worth to mention. Russia has confirmed the successful final test of Ure-based Nick, a nuclear-powered cruise missile claimed to have unlimited range, and this is most important, and the ability to evade missile defense system. So, dear aspirants, this very information came through. Okay, the Russian state head Vladimir Putin is the president of Russia, and he hailed the weapon as unique creation that no one else in the world possesses. So, this line may be quoted there, and you will have to find out the answer. So, it's a breakthrough nuclear propulsion technology. So, Ure-based Stanik, also known as in Russia as the 9M730 and by NATO as SSC X9 Skyfall. Okay, so these are the terminologies being used by uh, the by this current affair related most important nuclear missile. So, dear aspirants, now the next topic relates to China. China has unveiled HOST, GHOST, jellyfish drone for stealth underwater surveillance. Underwater surveillance. So the Chinese researchers have developed a fully transparent jellyfish-shaped bionic robot designed for stealthy underwater observation and data collection, which is named as HOST, GHOST. Now the next important current affairs related news item is Bhutan to host Global Peace Prayer Festival to unite Buddhist leaders worldwide. Bhutan's capital Thimphu is said to host the Global Peace Prayer Festival, a 2-week-long spiritual assembly dedicated to world peace and the healing of humanity. Scheduled from November 4 to 19, 2025, the festival will bring together eminent Buddhist lamas, scholars, and practitioners from across the globe, representing every school of Buddhism. And this is very, very important. It's a global call. So, dear aspirants, let us. Okay, and what are the important points related to our exam? The Global Peace Prayer Festival, okay, that is going to be taken place in Bhutan from November 4. The key ritual include Japji, Doeng, okay, mantra recitation, and 250 nuns will receive full ordination during the festival, the first in Bhutan's Vajrayana tradition. So, this is also important. They may put a question related to Vajrayana. You might be knowing Mahayana, Hinayana. This is Vajrayana. So, dear aspirants, now let us come to the next question, and it is regarding China CR450. This becomes world's fastest high-speed train. What is the speed, dear aspirants? 453 kilometer per hour. 453 kilometer per hour. So, this is during pre-service testing. And what is the name? CR450. CR450. It has record-breaking speed and performance. So you may find a question related to this. Okay, world's fastest high speed train. Now another important events related to our domestic affairs. Uttarakhand to impose green tax on vehicles from outside the states from December 2025. So you may find a question, what do you mean by green tax? Okay, so Uttarakhand is the first state in our country, and it is all set, okay, to introduce a green tax on all vehicles entering the state from December 2025 as part of its broader environmental conservation and pollution control efforts. The initiative led by the State Transport Department aims to protect the Himalayan ecosystem and maintain cleanliness across popular tourist destinations. Dear friends, you should note down the words which are very, very precious. Okay, pollution control efforts. Now it's an initiative led by the State Transport Department, which aims to protect the Himalayan ecosystem and maintain cleanliness across popular tourist destinations. Dear aspirants, according to the state officials, varying rates have been fixed for different categories of vehicles. The collection process will be fully automated using automatic number plate recognition (ANPR). You may find a question. What do you mean by ANPR? Automatic number plate recognition. Cameras installed at 37 entry points. So here you come to know there are 37 entry points along the state borders as far as Uttarakhand is concerned. So the objective and broader environmental goals. So this is very, very important. The primary purpose of the green tax is to discourage unnecessary vehicular movement into eco-sensitive zones, reduce emissions, and generate funds for environmental protection measures. Uttarakhand's initiative aligns with the Clean Uttarakhand mission, complementing the state's ongoing campaigns to preserve air quality in fragile hill ecosystem such as Dehradun, Mussoorie, Nainital, and Rishikesh. So, dear aspirants, several Indian states, okay, Uttarakhand is not the first state in India. Okay, this is what you know. Several Indian states have already implemented green tax framework to address vehicle pollution. And which are those states? Himachal Pradesh, for example, has introduced a similar levy on vehicles from other states entering tourist hubs like Shimla, where local vehicles enjoy exemptions. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Jharkhand impose recurring green taxes primarily on older vehicles, commercial ones over 8 years old, private ones over 15 years old. Revenue from these taxes is typically directed toward funding pollution control and urban air quality programs. So this is what to know. Okay? Okay? I'm going to repeat it. Revenue from these taxes is typically directed towards funding pollution control and urban air quality programs. Raghava, very good evening and happy to see you. So, dear, dear aspirants, national trend towards eco-friendly transport policies, you may find a question or you may find a topic in your essay paper. So that's how I I have taken this topic and I have discussed at length the initiative of imposing green tax. Now, the next topic related to, okay, iridium scan. Iridium scan. And this relates to Tamil Nadu. Dear aspirants, the Tamil Nadu police have uncovered a multi-crore financial racket dubbed the iridium scam, which deceived hundreds of investors across the state with false promises of immense profits from trading a rare metal called iridium. The Crime Branch Criminal Investigation Department arrested 27 individuals in the latest round of raids, bringing the total number of arrests to 57. So, this scam was operated, okay, fraudulent claims. Raghava, how are you, sir? Yes, I am fine. Today is Chhath Puja, and in North India it is known as Mahaparv. Okay, so I am a little bit late today. So I had already dropped a message in my uh, Civil Services Academy Deoghar WhatsApp group. The class was to start at 9 p.m. But due to being late, it started at 9:35. So 9:35 exactly at 9:35. So now let us have some MCQs. Okay, MCQs, because first of all we discuss and then after we take some important MCQs. So Hyunmo 5, HYUNMOO, Hyunmo, HYUNMOO 5 is a ballistic missile developed by which country? Okay, A China, B Japan, C South Korea, and D Australia. So you have to find out the correct answer. Dear aspirants, are you able to answer this question? Okay, regarding Twin Moon. Raghava is answering D, that is Australia, but the answer is South Korea. The answer is South Korea. C. Yes, yes, sir. Which country is the host of 47th ASEAN Summit 2025? India, B. Malaysia, C. Vietnam, and D. Myanmar. So, what is the answer? Dear aspirants, what is the answer? Mr. Donald Trump is in Malaysia. Okay, so what is the answer? The host country of 47th ASEAN Summit 2025 is B. Yes, Raghava. Correct. Malaysia. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has attended this meeting today virtually. Okay. So, dear aspirants, now the next MCQ, which organization launched the intrusion detection system, IDS? Yes, Sakshi, your answer is also correct. On railway tracks in Northeast. Okay, intrusion detection system. What do you mean by intrusion? Intrusion is similar to attack. Okay, so wrongful entry, intrusion. A, Ministry of Environment. B, Ministry Wildlife Institute of India. C, North East Frontier Railway. And D, South Coast Railway Zone. So, what should be the answer? The answer is C, Northeast Frontier Railway. The intrusion detection system has been launched by the Northeast Frontier Railway under the Ministry of Railway. It has successfully completed trial works in 4 key railway sections. The system aims to protect wildlife, especially elephants. Okay, NFR. Yes, the most important thing, चूंकि ये रेलवे का क्वेश्चन है तो इससे ओके डोंट टेक इट सिंपल. The thing is that it relates to environment. That's why I have taken it. Okay, just to fulfill your knowledge. Okay, the system aims to protect wildlife. What is the purpose of IDS intrusion detection system? The system aims to protect wildlife, especially elephants, while maintaining operational efficiency in forested area. Forested area, जो जंगली क्षेत्र है. The IDS runs parallel to railway tracks at a distance of 10 meters. It uses advanced optical fiber sensing technology to detect elephant movements. So, another important thing that you may find this question, okay, in science and tech segment as well. So, science and tech, optical fiber sensing technology. So, what is the technology behind this device? The technology is optical fiber sensing technology to detect elephant movement near the tracks. So, dear aspirants, now the next question, okay, this is chrysanthemum. 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 Flowering plant that was recently seen in news is native to which region? A. South America, B. Asia and Northeastern Europe, C. Central Africa, and D. Australia. So what should be the answer to this MCQ? Dear aspirants, Asia and Northeast. Okay, Europe. B is the answer. B is the answer. Kashmir's first chrysanthemum garden has recently been opened for tourists. Okay, and it is also pronounced as chrysanthemum. CHRY. Chrysanthemum or chrysanthemum. Yes, Kashmir. Very good, Shaminder. So, it is a genus of about 30 species of perennial flowering plants. What do you mean by the word perennial? Non-stop. So, non-stop flowering, that is perennial flowering. So, dear aspirants, this is very, very important, and that's why I am discussing it with you. It thrives in subtropical and temperate area, and this is very, very important. This is hot cake. Okay, it thrives in subtropical and temperate areas with tropical and subtropical climate. Now, dear aspirants, the next important question relates to, okay, the अगला जो हमारा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल है तो वो है, डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, it relates to the Mount Etna, okay, that was recently seen in the news, is located in which country? Mount Etna. तो ये तो आप निश्चित रूप से जानते होंगे, माउंट एटना that was recently seen in the news. A. Japan, B. Ethiopia, C. Italy, and D. Indonesia. So, what should be the answer to this MCQ? Mount Etna. If you are preparing for the competitive exams and especially UPSC, dear aspirants, you are required to know it. Okay, Mount Etna, Italy is the correct answer, sir. आई एम वेरी मच हैप्पी. ओके, और ये वोल्केनो है, सो वहां पे beneath Mount Etna, earthquake, yes, earthquake, and this is also known for volcanic activity over past 20 years. Mount Etna is an active stratovolcano located on the island of Sicily in the Mediterranean Sea. So, dear aspirants, अब एक और मिसाइल का नाम आ गया, स्टॉर्म शैडो मिसाइल, and this missile was jointly developed by United Kingdom and with which country? A. Japan, B. Australia, C. France, and D. India. So what should be the answer? A storm shadow missile jointly developed. अब एक कंट्री यूनाइटेड किंगडम और दूसरे का नाम क्या है? So the answer to this question is, are you able to answer? Yes, France. C is the answer. So फ्रांस और ये यूक्रेन के द्वारा स्ट्राइक किया गया रसा पे, तो इसलिए ये न्यूज में आ गया डियर एस्पिरेंट्स. अब एक once again environment, and this is going to be the concluding question. Indian स्कोप्स आउल, अभी दीपावली थी, लक्ष्मी पूजा हुई और उसमें उल्लू का क्या महत्व है ये आप सभी जानते हैं डियर स्टूडेंट्स. तो इंडियन स्कूप्स आउल that was recently spotted near Daroji Sloth Deer Sanctuary is native to which region? A. Southern Asia, B. East Australia, C. North America, and D. Central Africa. So, what should be the correct answer? Dear aspirant, yes Raghava, France is the correct answer. और इसमें Southern Asia, okay, yes, A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. So, dear aspirants, आज यहीं पे हमारा ये समाप्त हुआ और राघवा ने इसलिए आंसर दिया ए बिकॉज दिस वर्ड वाज साइटेड इन कर्नाटका एंड राघवा बिलोंग्स टू कर्नाटका. Bird watchers recently made the first ever sighting of the Indian Scoop's owl near the Daroji Sloth Deer Sanctuary in Karnataka. So, dear aspirants, we have discussed 10 plus questions as well as some most important current affairs related topics. Tomorrow class will be held at 7:30 p.m. So, let us conclude our class today. Thank you for joining me in such a good number. Dear aspirants, let me say good night to all of you.